When the roar rises, the savanna falls silent. Hearts pause, eyes tense. A king without a crown, his voice alone declares dominance from 8 kilometers away. He is the lion, a symbol of power, ruler of the predators, the undisputed monarch of the wild. But today, we go beyond the surface. This is not just a story about lions. It's about family, pride, conflict, hunger, and legacy. This is the story of survival, told by the king himself. The lion, scientific name Panthera leo, belongs to the family of big cats. It's the second largest feline after the Siberian tiger, but in terms of fear and fame, nothing compares. There are 2 main subspecies: the African lion, found in open savannas and dry forests south of the Sahara; the Asiatic lion, smaller and rarer, surviving only in the Gir forest of India. The male is known for his majestic mane, a crown of fur that gives him an aura of power. The lioness, however, is the real engine of the pride, agile, skilled, and deadly when needed. Lions are the most social of all cats. They live in groups called prides, which include 1 to 3 dominant males, several females, and their cubs, sometimes totaling up to 30 individuals. Lionesses lead the hunt, manage the group, and raise the cubs. Males act as guardians, defending the pride's territory against intruders and rival coalitions. But every throne is fragile. Every pride faces threats from outsiders. Every cub carries the burden and hope of continuing the bloodline. Despite their strength, lions fail more often than they succeed. Their hunting success rate is just 30%. Lionesses work in teams, stalking, flanking, and surrounding prey such as zebras, wildebeest, and occasionally buffalo. The hunt begins in silence, a slow, calculated crawl through tall grass, then a coordinated ambush. If they strike too early, the prey escapes. If they're too late, the energy is wasted. Once a kill is made, the dominant male eats first, then the lionesses, and finally the cubs. There is a strict hierarchy, and it's rarely broken. A lioness gives birth to 1 to 4 cubs, hidden in a secluded den away from the pride. They are born blind and vulnerable, completely dependent on their mother. After a few weeks, they are introduced to the pride. But this is when the real danger begins. New male takeovers often lead to infanticide, the killing of cubs from previous males, to reset the pride for their own offspring. If a cub survives, it learns by watching, playing, and mimicking. By age 2 to 3, young males are driven out, forced to roam as nomads in search of their own legacy. The most brutal moments in a lion's life aren't during hunts, but in lion versus lion combat. When a rival coalition approaches a pride, the current male must make a choice: fight or flee. If he chooses to stand his ground, the battle is fierce. Claws, fangs, roars, blood. In minutes, a legacy is either defended or destroyed. When a new coalition wins, they often kill all the cubs, cruel but natural way to ensure their bloodline dominates the pride. Lions play a vital role in the ecosystem. They regulate herbivore populations and often target the weak or sick, keeping prey herds strong and balanced. But today, lions are in trouble. Their range has shrunk by 90% in just the last century. They now exist only in fragmented habitats, facing threats like habitat loss, poaching, human-wildlife conflict. Without urgent protection, the king's throne may soon be empty. Though fierce, lions are also deeply emotional and intelligent. They are the only social cats. They bond through touch, grooming, head rubbing, and vocalizations. Lionesses will sometimes nurse cubs that aren't their own. There are even reports of lions mourning the death of pride members, refusing to leave their bodies for days. This is not just instinct, it's connection. For thousands of years, the lion has symbolized power, royalty, and courage. In ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, Persia, Greece, and Rome, the lion was a god, a protector, a warrior's emblem. Even today, lions appear on flags, statues, sports teams, and royal crests. One look at a roaring lion, and the message is clear. This is dominance incarnate. The lion is not just a predator. He's a presence, a leader, a legacy. His life is filled with risk, uncertainty, and challenge. But through it all, he endures. What makes a lion great isn't just his muscles or roar. It's his ability to adapt, to fight, to survive. When you hear that roar in the distance, you're hearing the pulse of the wild. Unmistakable, unforgettable. Did you know a lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away? That the king of the jungle fails more often than he succeeds, and yet he remains king. If this journey into the lion's world inspired you, subscribe to our channel, share the video, and leave a comment. What surprised you the most about the lion's life?